Rain falls steadily, slow, heavy, relentless onto the black, gleaming asphalt. The city is submerged in a suffocating silence. Neon lights from storefronts reflect across the wet ground. The only dominant sound is the constant whisper of rain. Mili, 21, sharp-eyed, determined yet exhausted, sits behind an old wooden desk. A small desk lamp casts the only light in the room. She studies a pile of yellowed papers, old case files, and newspaper clippings. She opens a dusty file. Bringing a page close to her face, she inhales deeply. Mili, I always thought justice had a smell. The scent of old case files, the wood of courtroom desks, and the smell of rain after a long day. A day when the truth comes a little closer to the surface. She grabs a yellow pencil and circles a name. Her textbooks read criminal law and criminal procedure. She isn't studying for a degree alone. There's something personal burning behind her eyes.
Flashback, 10 years earlier. Interior, Mili's house. Night. 10-year-old Mili watches through a half-open door. Her father, an investigative journalist, stands amid scattered documents and charts pinned across the wall. One file reads, corruption. He notices her, gives a bitter smile, and gestures for silence. Mili, VO. When I was 10, my father disappeared. He was working on a case, corruption, powerful people in this city. A tired police officer lazily writing notes. Her father's file being shoved into a dark metal drawer, gathering dust. They searched for a while, wrote reports, and then the case slowly died. No suspects, nothing. Back to present. Mili wipes rain droplets off a framed photo of her father. A small flame-like reflection glows in her eyes. Mili, VO. That's when I learned. Justice doesn't just happen. Sometimes you have to go find it. She steps into the rain and disappears into the dark city.
Interior, public library, day. An old classical building, tall arched windows, massive wooden shelves. Silence, broken only by pages turning. Mili sits near a window, but notices the front desk. Mili, VO. The library near my house was where I spent most of my time. Old wood, dust, quiet. I thought nothing ever happened there. Until that autumn day. A new man stands behind the desk. Jason, mid-30s, sharp features, rolled-up sleeves, quiet, tired eyes. Close-up, crude, faded tattoos on his arms. Prison ink, not art. Mili, VO. There was something about him. Calm, but heavy. Like he carried something with him. Two women whisper nearby, watching him suspiciously. Mili, VO. I didn't know why back then, but I would. Jason was freshly out of prison.
Mili struggles to reach a high book. She approaches Jason. Excuse me, can you help? He silently grabs the book and hands it to her. He notices her law books. Jason, low voice. Studying law? Mili, how did you know? A faint, bitter smile. People who read those books usually want one of two things: to become better criminals or to catch them. Silence. Mili smirks slightly. Which one were you? A pause. I wasn't smart enough to choose. He walks away. Mili, VO. That answer stayed with me, like a missing piece of something bigger. Weeks later, university hallway. Students whisper.
A professor disappeared. He had been investigating an old serial murder case. Night. Mili digs through files. The case was closed years ago. The killer caught, or so they said. She freezes. Close-up. Suspect name, Jason Reed. Library. Mili slams the file on a table. There's something wrong with the evidence. Jason scans it. The time of death matches when you were in custody. Jason freezes. This wasn't in court. If it was, the case would have collapsed. Shock. They begin investigating together. Corrupted files. Missing pages. Financial records.
Then, a name. Adrian Hart, Mili's father. I thought he was a victim, but maybe he was closer to something much bigger. Outside library. A black sedan idles. Jason, we're being watched. A man steps out. Jason grabs her hand. Run!
Chase through wet alleys. They escape to an abandoned dock. Mili, breathing hard. This isn't just research anymore. Jason. No. Her phone vibrates. Text. If you want the truth, come to the dock at 2:17. Flash. Jason's tattoo. A broken clock stuck at 2:17. Later. 2:17 a.m. Fog covers the dock. The man appears again. Gun drawn. Jason pushes Mili behind him. Man, curiosity can be expensive. Jason, she has nothing to do with this. Now she does. Gunshot. Jason collapses. Mili screams. Blood spreads across the wet wood.
Listen. Mili leans close. Your father wasn't part of them. He was hunting them. Rain begins again. If you want justice, finish the case. His eyes close. Silence. Mili sits beside his body, frozen. Rain falls harder. Mili VO. And for the first time, I realized justice doesn't just smell like old paper in courtrooms. Sometimes it smells like rain and blood.